Hey everybody, this is Colorado. We are walking here, hiking in the snow. Actually, just a few hours after the end of a relatively large winter storm. You see the snow still on the trees, everywhere on the landscape, also across the valley here. Soon enough, you see a lot of snow. We've been making a trail. You can see that behind me here, breaking trail, because we're the first one since the storm stopped. Beautiful weather though. A good thing to remember that snow has a very high albedo, and with all the sunshine that's coming our way, we are really getting quite warm, and I'm barely able to keep this jacket on, to be honest. It's that hot, honestly. So that is kind of cool to talk about really briefly. The snow. The storm, let me turn you around a little bit. The storm came from that way in this direction. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see that. And then on occasion, you can see that reflected in where the snow sits across the valley. You would see more snow on the hill slopes that face the storm, but I don't think it's too clear in this particular storm. But that very commonly happens. This is my first day at altitude, so it's also I'm acclimating. One of the reasons why I'm out of breath right now is, of course, the fact that there's less air pressure at altitude. We're about at estimating 10,000 feet here, maybe 9,000. I haven't really checked, but that's of course enough elevation to have a lot less air or a lot less pressure and a lot less density of the air. And that means I'm struggling to get enough into my lungs to breathe and to walk up. And that's just how it goes. A few days from now, I'll be just fine. If you've ever experienced a few days in the mountains yourself, then you know that this is the case. So a final thing I wanted to show you about a different topic in physical geography. It's about weathering. Of course, we are in the mountains here, so you should expect rock, hard rock, and the weathering of hard rock, very often physical weathering, but not always. And this rock, I hope you can see it well. Let me hold you a little differently. This rock is, this is not a sediment, even though it's very loose. This is rock that has weathered in place chemically and is now kind of waiting to be eroded. So it's soft now because the easiest weatherable minerals have weathered out of this rock. Those minerals are gone. That space is now available for water to get into, to weather maybe further other minerals. And the rock becomes less and less, structurally complete as a result. It becomes more of a loose collection of minerals until the time that it actually erodes and becomes the sediment that's being transported. We call this, if you're interested in really cool terms, we call this ISOVOLUMETRIC weathering. Yeah. ISOVOLUMETRIC weathering without changing the volume, right? Isovolume, equal volume. It's a form of chemical weathering that weakens the rock, but doesn't yet move it or change it or break it. See you next time.